Hello, welcome to Unbearable. This is just a little bit of sort of a small unboxing and a kind of catching up on the week vlog. Um, well, I start the unboxing using my cool, I don't know if you can see it, but my cool yet obviously hacked third-party Decepticon knife that someone basically took the sort of metal look from Decepticons and made a knife with. It's very heavy duty and very capable. And we'll open up our little box here. I'm going to change angles so you guys can see. I mean, I know it's in here. A little better angle for you guys. There we go. Rule of thumb I've learned with Amazon: don't do this. Basically, once you get this, just poke the edge, and even if it's a little tedious, open the rest with your hand because there's no guarantee that you're on this side of the cushioning, you know. And these things, I don't know why they should just put some sort of, I don't know, rolled up brown paper that can be easily recycled. I mean, I know maybe this is cheaper, maybe this is better, but these stupid air things annoy the heck out of me. So that's all done with. I have two items in here. One, this is basically a children's book, Bilbo's Last Song. Do a little looky, see a little artwork. This is basically kind of like a little epilogue to The Hobbit that Tolkien wrote, and again, it's obviously a children's book. Never had a physical copy of it. In fact, the stuff that I recently had to purchase, we'll do a little more on that later, but got one now. And these are called hydrocolloid dressings. I'll talk about them in a minute. And we'll put our box ready to be dealt with over there. So, why am I buying a children's book? Because, now that my life and income are getting more stable and things like that, I want to own the stuff I read, not just PDF versions of it, And if we do, I don't know if we're going to put the camera any further down than it is, but the artwork looks very good. There's a picture of the professor back there. When you hear this creaking in a book, it means you really should go much. This is as far as you should go. It means I'm not too happy with the spine of this book, but let's take a look and see if there's any damage to it. Okay, so they did put, this is when you see a book that has this sort of, I don't know what it's called, but this crease built into it, that's a good sign that they're trying to protect it against the damage that happens when you open the book. Okay, you can see it pulling back in the inseam in here, which worries me a little bit. And the inner cover, the actual hard cover, so to speak, it's identical to the jacket. In another month or so, I'll have a new set of book covers that I use, protective covers. I'll show you with this book how they go on. So let's put this to the side. So what are hydrocolloid dressings? Well, I'm not a doctor. I am not a nurse or a medical professional, although I do work in healthcare IT. But I can't give you any medical advice. Just so we're clear. I can only tell you what I've learned from them, as well as managing my own healthcare conditions. Okay, so when you're hospitalized, sometimes you get what's called people colloquially call them bed sores. The more technical term is pressure sores. I was hospitalized last year 3 times because I almost died of carbon dioxide poisoning. And not that I knew what the cause of that was, but and I developed a couple of bed sores, and it's taken a while to beat them back because of other medical conditions I have. But this type of band is one of the keys because it fully adheres to your skin. If you do it right, it's skin tight, it acts like skin, and protects the wounded area so it can heal against the pressure of you rubbing in. I have a link to this below to explain what they are in case your experience and don't know what they are. And I would advise talking to a wound care physician who specializes in, not just your regular doctor, and a wound care nurse. They're both things who give you some serious advice on dealing with them if you have any sort of bed sores. And that's more of the unboxing. As far as the week goes, I had a little bit of absurdity today with my phones and Amazon both come up with their weather alert for the past 2 hours of emergency snowstorm alert, and we got 15 seconds of snow flurries before the temperature rose again. Um, I guess I had to do it. It just seems kind of absurd if you're getting 15 seconds of snow to 2 hours of alerts. And then otherwise, work week. I work in healthcare IT, as I mentioned, particularly women's healthcare. I'm a system analyst. I manage applications related to recording the fetal monitoring into the primary server for our application centricity perinatal. Um, and it's really weird how even though I've had a very quiet week, this is what the whole point I'm getting at. This is when you have all these applications, they have to interface, and so we have hundreds of them technically in our company, and this our interface engine has to translate data from one to the other in real time, like billions of transactions per second. And they had a major upgrade for this thing planned, and basically we all had our work planned around this, the entire company, and they decide they're not going to do it this month, and put it off for another month, and so that throws off the entire system analyst and clinical informaticist work plans for several weeks because one people didn't prep for their upgrade. So that's the lesson for you: is the more, well, as Mr. Scott says in Star Trek 3, the more complicated you make the plumbing, the easier it is to break it down. You know. Beyond that, ain't much else to talk about. You know. So I will cut the vlog off here. I don't want to bore you guys. Just want to try to get know me a little more. If you have any questions you'd like me to answer in the future, those of you, hopefully more and more of you will find me interesting enough to interact with. Leave them down below. Thank you. It's unbearable, and I am out of here.